Yo, what's good, everybody? Fantastic Hip Hop back here with a brand new YouTube video, and today we are going to be reviewing Ski Mask the Slump God's brand new project, Sin City. Now, after a 3-year hiatus, Florida rapper Ski Mask the Slump God is finally back with a brand new mixtape titled Sin City. As his debut album, Stokely, was very solid, and his features since then have been very exciting, very promising. The hype around this project has only been so low, it's only went so under the radar due to Tyler the Creator dropping his newest album, Call Me If You Get Lost, on the same day. Now, with a chance at welcoming fans into the new phase of his career, will Ski Mask prove the wait was worth it? Now, I'm going to save the banter and the build up. This record is not worth the wait. The record's not good. It's actually a disaster. Through 9 songs and 18 minutes of running time, this project amounts to absolutely nothing but a smashing headache. Song to song, track to track, bar to bar. It's clear the magic Ski used to make Stokely the fun adventure that it was is gone, and it's nowhere to be found. His hard hitting, fast paced flow does still come out at times, but even that's gotten rusty. And with bars like, because my flow infectious, can almost hear the pus, it's hard to deem this anywhere near presentable. Like, who says that on a track that you're releasing? And this is your first release in 3 years. Now, while the rapping here is terrible, it's far from the worst quality of the record, as I shit you not, there is melodic songs on here, and they are so rancid. Now, I don't know what entered Ski's mind, but songs like Lost in Time, they're just straight garbage. His vocal range is non-existent. The overdramatic instrumental, that sad trap piano beat, I can't stand it. And that depressive tone is so forced, and yet it's so over the top. And the edited pitch on his voice only sends home that he's trying to be a Walmart version of Juice World, and he comes nowhere close to doing anything of the sort. Now, even worse than the songs themselves, this might be the worst paced project I've ever heard. How do you go from making the laughable but emotional climax that you tried in Lost in Time to then exuberantly rapping over a standard energetic trap beat on Fire Hazard? These choices, they just make no sense, and it really makes you wonder how much effort was put into this record as a whole. Now, from a production standpoint, it's actually a shame because some of the soundscapes presented are actually surprisingly solid. The abstract chord infusion on Dr. Seuss makes for an interesting trap beat, but Ski's awkward screams and corny punchlines make this near unlistenable. The only track that does capture any sort of the heart we know and love Ski Mask for is Admit. And it's surprisingly clever wordplay and super fast flow, which ends up working out well. It does feel like a true callback to the old Steve, to the Stokely era, and even before that. But aside from this moment, which is just really average, it's nothing overwhelmingly great, we are left with a disaster of an experience. Walking away from Sin City, it's clear this is Ski's worst effort yet, and one of the worst projects that's dropped all year. I'd actually go as far to say this is one of the worst projects that dropped in the past couple of years. Almost every track is just downright bad, and between the annoying screams, corny bars, and melodic endeavors, there's not much that's even salvageable for seconds here. And as some of you guys might be saying, Mr. Fantastic, you gotta give Ski some credit for taking a risk, for trying to do something different. But this is not a commendable risk. In music, there's times where, rappers take a risk, they go in a more experimental direction, and they make something great, like Kanye West on Yeezus. Or they try to take a risk, and it ends up failing, like Kid Cudi on Speeding Bullet to Heaven. But this is just a bad risk, because the music is so bland, it's so generic, and there's nothing that could be even thought of. Like, you're not bringing anything new to the table, you're just bringing different elements of garbage and mediocrity and throwing it all together in this terrible package. Now, going forward, Ski Mask the Slump God does say that he has more in store for us this year, and if it's even close to this bad, it's safe to say his career and reputation will forever be soiled. Now, I'm feeling a 1.7 out of 10 on this record, which is one of the lowest scores I've ever given out in my 200 plus reviews. Now, let me know your thoughts on Sin City, thoughts on my rating. Was I too harsh? And let me know your thoughts on the video as a whole. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Mr. Fantastic, signing out. Peace.